How are you? The topic today which I am going to explain, that is the climate of India. Now India is having a tropical monsoon type of climate. Why it is having a tropical monsoon type of climate? I'll explain you later, but first try to understand the impact of the climate. Climate not only affect the clothing habit. What it means, that the person or the people, those who are living in the mountainous areas, they are wearing the woolen clothes. But on the other hand, the people who are living in the South India or in the coastal regions, they are not having any need of the woolen clothes. Means the climate not only affect the clothing habits but many other aspects of life, like growing of crops, types of houses. Means according to the climate, the people are growing the crops and they are living in different type of houses. Means our housing pattern, our cropping pattern, our clothing habits all depend upon the climate. Now, India is mainly having the tropical monsoon type of climate. Why tropical? Because the Tropic of Cancer, clear? The Tropic of Cancer passes through the center of our country. Why India is having a tropical monsoon type of climate? Because the Tropic of Cancer is passing from the center of the country, and the India which is above the Tropic of Cancer, that is coming in the subtropical monsoon type of climate, and the India which is below it, that is having the tropical monsoon type of climate. Now what is the meaning of the monsoon? The monsoon type of climate found in the South and Southeast Asia. Monsoon winds blow from sea to land. Monsoon winds blow from sea toward the land during the summer season and from land toward the sea during the winter season, and these winds are called as the monsoon winds. Now our next topic is the factors affecting the climate of India. Means the factors which are affecting the climate of India are latitude, the Himalayan mountains, the distance from the sea, altitude, conditions in the region surrounding India. Now I will explain you these. Jet stream also comes in it, varied relief also comes in it. Now I will explain you this one by one. First is the latitude. In case of the latitude, see here the Tropic of Cancer, which is passing from the center of the India. Due to this, we can divide our India into two heat zones. This is the subtropical zone and this is the tropical zone. In the tropical zone, you can see here we are having not too much difference in the summer and the winter temperature, because here what is there? Water bodies are lying. Due to the nearness of the water bodies, here we are having very less difference in the in the winter and the summer temperature. On the other hand, the India which is above the Tropic of Cancer, that India is having a continental type of climate. Means whatever the season it will be, that will be on its peak. What it means, if the summers are there, the summers will be on its peak. If the winters are there, then the winters will be on its peak. Up to here you have understood. Then our second factor, the Himalayan mountains, which is our second factor, the Himalayan mountains. In case of the Himalayan mountains, see, Himalayas play a very important role in determining the climate of our country. If there will be no Himalayas, then our country would be a cold desert like the Siberian desert, because behind the Himalayas, the Siberian desert is there. If there will be no Himalayas, the cold and chilly winds will enter in our country, and then our country would also be a cold desert. But the Himalayas protect these cold winds to enter in our country. Then second, when the moisture laden winds which are arising from this region, from the water bodies, when they come in connection with the Himalayan mountains, The Himalayan mountains prohibits these winds and are responsible for bringing the rainfall to the northern plains of our country as well as the Himalayan regions. Third, distance from the sea. What it means, the distance from the sea. You must keep in your mind the areas which are lying near to the sea. They are having the equable type of climate, not too hot, not too cold. As the example, these are the Western Ghats, these are the Eastern Ghats. These all areas are the coastal regions. These are lying near to the sea. So these regions, the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats, are having merry type of climate, not too hot, not too cold. On the other hand, the areas which are far away from the moderating influence of the ocean, there in the North India we are having continental type of climate, means whatever the season will be, that will be on its peak. It means if there will be summers, the summers will be on its peak. If there will be the winters will also be on peak. After that, see, fourth one is the altitude. What is the meaning of the altitude? Altitude means height. As we all are knowing, in the mountainous areas or in the Himalayan areas, the temperature is very less as comparison to the plain region, because as we move upward, or you can say at the height of 165 meter above the sea level, the temperature reduces by 1 degree Celsius. Means at the height of 1000 meter, the temperature reduces by 6 degrees Celsius approximately. What it means that is why the people want to move toward the hilly areas to get relief from the intense heat. Then our next point is the conditions in the regions surrounding India. What it means, whatever the temperature and the pressure conditions which are lying toward our nearby areas, that also affect the climate of India, like the temperature and pressure conditions of East Africa, Iran, Central Asia and Tibet. Our sixth factor is the jet stream. Now what is the meaning of the jet stream? A band of fast moving air currents in the upper layer of the atmosphere. Once again I am repeating, band of the fast moving air currents in the upper layer of the atmosphere. It plays very important role in the arrival and the departure of the monsoon winds. And last one is the varied relief. What is the meaning of the varied relief? The mountains, plains, plateaus, desert regions, water bodies, that also affect the climate of our country. So students, these are the factors which affect the climate of our country. Thank you. God bless you.